Yo, what up? It's your boy E, aka the Mainframe. I'm back with another story time with E. Yo, check this out. I had to stand up for this one because this joint right here get crazy. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to stay to the end of this joint. This joint get crazy. So, this another story. I'm in the university, right? I'm in a university, right? So they move. Sometimes when you're in university, they move you from one spot to the other, right? And you gotta get on Con Air. If you ever seen the movie Con Air, that's a real thing. Where they got everybody lined up, shackled up, and they put you on a plane. That's a real thing. So they taking us from New Jersey to Lewisburg University. They take us to Lewisburg University, right? So that's like a transit spot. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take us to the SHU, segregated housing unit. That's the hole for some people, right? Now, it's some people already in the hole because they doing their time there. They got in trouble, so they in there, right? It's people in there ain't never coming home. But for us, we only going to be there at night. We're going to get there like 11 o'clock at night. They're going to wake us up like 4:30 in the morning and get us on out of there and put us on Con Air. So boom. They got us 2 by 2. We get to the university, they got us 2 by 2. They said everybody get with a partner so we can go to the dormitory. We can go to our dorm, right? So I get with another dude from the Philadelphia area. Everybody lined up. And there's one odd man out. It's like a little old white man. So now the powers that be, the CEOs, they like, nah. They looking at their roster. They said, who we got? They said, nah, we can't put him in there with him. So everybody looking like, we don't know what, you know what I'm saying? So they look at me, they say, Moore, step out. So I'm like, huh? So I step out of line. So I'm 6'2", and at the time I'm like 260 pounds, 255, I'm a big boy, right? So they said, step out. So now they put the little old man with the dude that I was going to go in the dorm with. So now they look at me, they're like, yeah, put him in there with him. Put him in there. So I'm like, man, so now I know what it is. I'm like, oh, man, they gonna put me in here with some crazy ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't want to let the little white dude get beat up and raped and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, fuck. So now I'm trying to get my mind right. So now they got me shackled up. You know what I'm saying? They put everybody inside their little huts. Now I get to the door. So I look, it say Andre Johnson, Washington, D.C. I remember this like it was yesterday. So I'm shackled up, right? So the guard, he say, back up. So he talking to the dude that's in there. He talking to Andre Johnson. Back up. And yo, this shit is wild, yo. Dude kept saying, chill, Mo. Nah, Mo. Kill, Mo. Kill my mama, Mo. Slap my grandmama, Mo. Nah, kill, Mo. You ain't put nobody. You put somebody in here, they gonna die tonight. You put somebody in here, they gonna die tonight. So this is where they trying to put me at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking. I'm like, he ain't that big, you know what I'm saying? Dude probably 5'10", 5'11", he probably about 200, he ain't that big, but I don't know if he got a knife made up in there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, you ain't put me in there with him, so now I know why they ain't trying to put the little white dude in there. He said, I told y'all I don't put nobody in my cell. Somebody gonna die tonight, kill my grandmama, Mo. I'm like, yo, I ain't killed your grandmama, I ain't slapped your mama, I ain't did none of that. I ain't familiar with this DC lingo, you know what I'm saying? This is some shit they say in DC. Right? So I'm like, I ain't killed your mama, Mo. You know what I'm saying? So he like, nah. So look. So now I can see through the little window. It's a little window like this. Dude in there doing like this. Like a bull. You know what I'm saying? He all the way back at the end of the other end of the cell. He going like this. Kill, Mo. Slap my mama, Mo. I'm like, man. So the CO, he going to tell me, okay, let's go. I'm going to put you in. I said, no, the hell you ain't. Remember, I'm handcuffed. So what they want you to do, they want you to go in. They're going to shut the door behind you, lock the door. Then you got to turn around, and it's a little slot in the door. And you got to put your hands through the door, and they're going to uncuff your hands, and then you can go back inside, right? It's a safety thing for them, right? So I said, nah, I'm not going in there unless you uncuff me now. You know what I'm saying? So he like, you got to, I said, look, I'm not going in there unless you take these handcuffs. Because you ain't going to put me in there with handcuffs on. And now this dude jump on me, start stabbing me. I said, I ain't going in there. So I back all the way up. So now the CEOs, they talking to each other. They're like, all right, come on. We gonna uncuff you. So I said, God dang. So they put me in the door. They put me to the door. They uncuff me. So now I'm getting loose. I got my little bat. They give you like a little bedroll. It's a blanket, sheet. It's like a little toothbrush. You know what I'm saying? They give me a little bedroll. So I take my little bedroll out. I open up the toothbrush, a little Bob Barker white toothbrush. Some of y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. Little white toothbrush. I take that out, turn it around. Got my toothbrush in one hand, my bedroll in the other hand. My plan, I'm gonna just throw the bedroll at him, and I'm just go to work with the toothbrush. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got, right? So I'm like, damn, let's go. Take my little joint out. So and the crazy thing is, the COs see what I'm doing. They know it's about to be a war. They know it's about to go down in there. You know what I'm saying? So, and they don't care. They just want to get me in there, lock me up, and they going to clean up the mess. So now the CO, he goes up to the door. He look at me, he say, you ready? I'm like, man, fuck. So now I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. So he opened the door. I run in there, throw the bedroll, and I back up with the little toothbrush. So the COs close the door, boom, they lock the door. So now he looking at me. The dude, Andre Johnson, I'll never forget him. Light-skinned dude, he had braids coming down like this. So now he ain't got no shirt on. He looking at me, and I'm looking at him. I got my junk in my hand. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? What's up? He like, man, I ain't even tripping. So he said I intimidated him. You know what I'm saying? He said I wasn't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? I intimidated him. But now, I ain't going to sleep. So it's like a little metal toilet with a sink attached to it. So I sit on the top of the sink and got my foot on the toilet where you sit at. And I'm just sitting there waiting still. You know what I'm saying? So after a while, probably about 15 minutes, he like, yo, Mo, I ain't even tripping, man. I just ain't want to put one of them white boys in here. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you sure? You know what I'm saying? So he jumped on the top bunk, which was cool. You know what I'm saying? I jump on the bottom bunk. So, because now I sleep super light. If he jump off that top bunk during the middle of the night, I'm going to hear him. You know what I'm saying? So I get on the bottom bunk, make my rack. Now, this is the crazy part. So we end up not fighting, right? So we end up talking. So I said, yo, what you here for? He is like, damn, Mo, I got bodies. I'm like, bodies, plural? He like, yeah, Mo, I got like 5 of them bitches. I'm like, God, this nigga done killed 5 people, yo. He killed 5 people. Now, that's not unusual. I met people in there that have killed a lot of people, right? So this is the crazy thing. Dude said from the time he was 12, at that time he was 23 years old. He said from the time he was 12 years old, he had only been on the street for 6 months. Now check this out. He did something as a juvenile at 12, got locked up. They let him out when he turned an adult at 18. He was home for 6 months and killed like 5 people. Well, they charged him with five murders in 6 months, went right back up. So he'd have spent his whole life in prison at 23 years old. That's sad. Now here's the crazy thing. He was like, he looking at these magazines, they wildlife magazines. So we just talking now. Now we talking. I'm trying to get in his head. I'm like, man, this is messed up. You know, I'm still older than this. I'm like, man, this dude whole life gone. He gone. You know what I'm saying? He had got sentenced. The 2 life sentences plus 80 years or 180. 2 life plus 180 years, right? So he looking at these wildlife joints, and I see these sketches. I'm like, what you draw? He like, yeah, Mo, I can draw anything. So I'm thinking he wailing. He said, pick something out this book. It was like a National Geographic wildlife magazine. So I pick a picture out the book. Now the magazine, it's like woods with a wolf's head coming out the woods. You got to look real close to see the wolf. You know what I'm saying? It's just like woods and you can see the wolf. I said that right there. He was like, all right, I'm going to draw it. Now, mind you, I'm going to leave at like 4:35 o'clock in the morning. It's like 11 o'clock at night right now. So I lay down. All I hear all night, shh, 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 shh. I ain't sleep that night, first of all, because I still ain't trust this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shh, 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 shh. I'm like, what the hell is that, right? Then he jump down. When he jumped down, I sit up on the bunk. He'd be like, I'm good. I just got to get something. He grabbing more pencils. He go back up there. Shh, 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 shh. Check this out. When I wake up in the morning, the whole top of his bunk, the bunk being like this, that whole section over his bunk, man, was that picture in that magazine. Yo, blew my mind. He drew that joint. I'm talking about, you look in the magazine, the slightest little detail that was on that thing was on that wall. And he did that by hand in the middle of the night from like 11 o'clock at night to 4:35 o'clock in the morning, yo. Super duper talented. Wasted. Life gone, man. Life gone, man. So, yeah, man. I just want to give y'all that story. I wasn't going to tell that story. But I told him my son, he was like, yo, Pop, you got to tell that junk, man. You got to tell that story. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, kill Mo, slap my mama. You know what I'm saying? That junk was crazy, man. Super talented, life gone forever, man. I feel bad for dude. I wonder what happened to him now, and I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm off that. You know what I'm saying? My life has moved on, but it's people out there that ain't never coming home, man. So, all right, it's the boy E, a.k.a. The Mainframe. I holla at y'all.